We're now going to hear from our beloved Director of Music Ministry, organist and choir master, Tim Brumfield. And Tim, let me turn it over to you now. And unmute yourself if you're muted.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Right. Well, welcome everyone. Wow. What a year this has been. It's like you know, where do you start? As I wrote in What's Happening This Week, there's a mosquito flying around me. You never know what you miss or you know, until it's gone. And this whole year has been just every single day has been a new challenge. And one thing that I'm so proud of with our staff and with Father Sherman and Father Ben and everybody, every day has been, like I say, a new challenge, but it's also been a new opportunity. And I mean, just look at what Gina's done. You know, it's just amazing to take these challenges and to have made them into opportunities. That's what authority and love is all about. And I think just making these opportunities available to everyone and really showing what St. Gregory's is about. It's been a real honor and pleasure. Our choir, of course, has been on hiatus, but we stay in touch by Zoom and phone calls and everything else. I started some virtual choir projects this past fall, and being new to this arena, as with all of my colleagues, you never know what's how it's going to shape up. So I ambitiously scheduled 3 different virtual choir projects for the fall, and then quickly realized just exactly how involved they were and what a challenge they were going to be. So we ended up paring it down to 1, which we got ready just in time for Christmas, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. They are a lot of work. They're not easy to do, and someone kept saying, "Oh, well, why don't you just do we'd love to see that Zoom choir thing that everyone's doing." It's like, you have no idea how involved those things are. So we were able to do the one, and it turned out really well, I thought. Many of our members were technically challenged and were unable to be a part of it. But as we move forward now into the spring, I've got a couple of more that we're going to be doing. So I'm hoping now that the ones who didn't do it see how much fun it was once you see the final product, that we'll be able to get more choir members involved in that. The Christmas Eve project, wow, it was a huge undertaking, but I thought it was one of our best. I thought it really spoke to what we're all about here at St. Gregory's, and lots of times it's not quantity, it's quality. And with me, I always, whatever you put forth, you always want to make sure that it's quality, and I think we achieved that with our Christmas Eve service. Many thanks to Louis and all of his work on it, to all the staff and my singers, but most of all to Father Andrew, because I know I don't say this a lot, and I need to say it more. Father Andrew, your trust in what we do as a staff is it's empowering, and you have a way of empowering us. And I know you you may not be aware of it, but your trust in me allows me to do what I do, and that goes for, I think, for all of the staff. I think they would all say that, and just knowing that you believe in what we're doing makes a big difference. And so I think the Christmas Eve project was a realization of that trust and empowerment, and I want to thank you for that. our online services, they've been a challenge from the beginning. But one thing that from the get-go, from the very first week, we never thought about not doing it. We thought about how do we do it?
Yeah.
And so from right out of the gate, we started doing online services. We didn't know what we were doing, but we figured it out. And I just want to thank, you know, at the time, Ron Knowlton and Don Rahiki, and Bill Lentz and Michael Koppenall, who have been such a support and never-ending support for all of these online services and all of the things that we're having to do to get those to be the best that we can be. And Bill Lentz especially, since March, he and I have been in dialogue about, you know, how can we make this better and what can we do? And it would have been so easy to have pulled the trigger on a couple of other projects, but they just weren't what we needed, and they weren't us. And so I appreciate him for just holding back and really taking the time to study and to really see what's out there. And I think we've ended up with a really good, solid plan moving forward with how to do these online services. And as we move forward, I'm now, as we start to reopen this Sunday, today, actually at the 10 o'clock service, we had our very first experience with a guest soloist. And I think it's now going to go a long way to elevate that service now to back to some semblance of what it used to be. And as more people are vaccinated, I'm hoping that we can continue to expand the 10 a.m. service into a more fulfilling spiritually as far as music goes. I'm looking for ways to now start involving the Schola, maybe with some pre-recorded evensongs, which I would really like to do for this spring. And then, of course, for Holy Week and Easter, involving the Schola, much like we did for Christmas Eve. And then in a couple of weeks, Wycliffe Gordon will be here. He and I are going to do a virtual concert from the sanctuary. It won't be with the big full jazz band that he always brings, but it'll still be very beautiful. So we're going to be figuring out ways to monetize that so that people, I'm thinking donation. And I think we may actually make more on a donation than we would an actual set price for a concert fee. So that way, whoever watches it, whenever they want to watch it, can just click on the donate button and make a donation. So and then Seraphic Fire, once they are really hoping to come back in the fall and begin their concert series with us, providing that we can do it safely and that everything is in a manner that we can do it following all the safety guidelines. So that's about it in a nutshell. I just want to say what a pleasure and what an honor and thrill it's been this past year. It's not been easy, but it's been fun, and it's been a real joy and continues to be every day. So thank you all.
Thank you, Tim. And thank you for your kind words about me. I appreciate it too.